So
And
nice.
we're back.
Ah.
Welcome back, everyone, to Tales of Jemmora, The Kraken's Wake, episode
Hi,
2.
Mark.
Part 2.
Mama.
So we are back from our break. Before the break, the party was beset by Dagro Khan, emissary of Ogress, and seemingly now thrall of the Kraken.
Oh, Jesus.
The plot thickens.
Unless Ogress is
Dealt
the
quite a
Kraken.
bit of damage to the ship, quite a bit of damage to the party, and then
I'm fine.
escaped
And peaced out.
dishonorably through a portal
Cheating.
created by its dark master.
Need some flex tape.
Like a big.
Gorm, trapped in a force hamster ball. May,
Yeah.
bleeding out.
Yeah.
What kind of elder god accepts failure from its minions?
Ooh, that's a.
Yeah, that
Did it fail? They killed May.
did it.
It's the fail son of god minions.
So, May, if you would like to
Yes.
make a death save,
Yes.
as we'll still stay in initiative order for the time being.
At this point, though, I also have floated up to the top of the water. Because I started the
Yes, 'cause
round.
she's got-
Yes. So
Yes.
you are bobbing on the surface of the
Yes.
ocean.
Yes.
And the nature of your mariner's studded leather makes it so that you bob, so that your head is above water.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it wouldn't make much sense for like a flotation device if it just left your head for you to drown. So yeah,
So I'm doing a dead man on the.
you are.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. That was 16.
Okay, one success. All right. Gorm, you're still trapped in a hamster ball.
Just floating.
A-
Slowly.
Angrily.
Tyrant Kai is right next to you.
You look
In
like
immense
crap.
pain.
Yes.
He is one giant blister.
He looks pretty rough.
Yeah, your giant blister. Yeah.
In fact, everybody looks pretty rough.
I feel great. How are you?
Except you. Yeah.
So,
I just sit
okay,
angrily waiting.
okay. Twixen.
I would like to cast a level 3 healing word on the floating unconscious elf.
Very good. Very good. So, May, you are restored to those hit points. You are conscious, and when you regain consciousness, your sort of flotation device deflates, and
You regain 7 hit points.
only 7 hit points.
I rolled initiative.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's only,
Okay.
and it's only D4s.
Yeah, that's
It's-
probably healing word. That's
3d4 plus charisma.
3 to 4. Yeah, which is a +2.
Thank you.
So,
Thank you.
But you are conscious.
I am conscious,
You are
and I am.
conscious.
Ow!
Quit whining.
Wait, and I'm at the top of the water. Where's the ship?
As
Underwater.
It's underwater.
As part of that, I will start steering the ship like to scoop up my various allies.
You can easily, as the ship can move, it's actually 90 feet per round with its full movement.
Yeah, so I'll scoop up those.
You
two
can
as
actually, yeah,
one.
you can make a full sweep and scoop
Poor
everybody.
Gorm's in a bubble on the deck.
Yep. Yep. So, at this point, then, we can come out of initiative.
Oh man.
So,
Why?
He was in our way.
What?
We got places to go, things to do.
I died.
No, you didn't.
Again.
You didn't die. You just got knocked out. Quit
You're
whining.
breathing.
Lesson 43. Stop whining.
at this point,
Write it down.
your
Write it down.
quartermaster and first mate, Sevelios Oakbreeze, former captain
And I stride past her and go to check on the ship.
of the Oakbreeze, comes up to you. Captain,
Yeah.
we have managed to stabilize all of the sections of the ship that were severely damaged.
Well done. Any casualties?
Not presently.
Good.
We are a bit banged up from that blast that we took, but everybody is at least still conscious.
Good.
It seems that being below decks, they avoided most of the blast, as they had. Most of them had total cover.
Unfortunately, the creature escaped through some magical means.
Aye, well, it's best that we don't have to deal with him for some time, I'd imagine.
I'd rather have finished it now. We actually had the advantage here. But I guess another day.
Did I hear correctly referring to the Kraken?
You heard it too.
We all seem to have heard it.
Well, guess we're all in it together then.
Well, you did fish us out of the holding cells with those Kraken cultists, so.
I know, but I thought his anger was more directed at our smaller group. It's fine.
I mean, we are a part of your crew, so.
It's fine. We'll take care of him eventually. Right now.
Oh God.
He sees you when you're sleeping. He wants
Kraken claws.
Well, I guess he's getting a bit of a show every night with my room.
Oh God. I don't even want to think about that.
Too much, Captain. Too much.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
snoring.
You need to reel it back in. All right.
All right. Is there anything else to report?
It will take some time to fully repair the ship. Thankfully, as we've seen, the ship repairs itself to a degree. But it will take some time. I recommend that even if we were traveling above water, we might want to keep this field in place if we can. It seems to be helping not take on more water.
Maybe we
We will need to
would it be safer to just
empty the bilge as well.
Well, someone's not going to be happy with that, but that's fine. Would it be smart for us to just wait near shore for a day or two? Or
That would certainly be helpful.
maybe we could, maybe do some hunting or something and find some extra food to replenish our stores a bit.
Perhaps. We can make it to that cove that we mentioned that we were thinking about stopping in anyway.
I can help
to
with that.
resupply.
Yeah. All right, I think let's head in that
We
direction.
can certainly scrounge up some wood and see if we can make contact with any of the orc clans in the area. If they can do some trading.
Orcs.
Aye,
Are they safe?
sure.
Don't take it to a racial place.
I just
Were you not part of the conversation when we discussed, yes, we can trade with some of the orc clans in the area?
I tend to forget things sometimes.
Aye,
I'm not always fully paying attention.
aye.
Yeah. All right.
What's me name?
Sevelios Oakbreeze.
Okay.
Francis.
All right. No.
All right. Let's go there. Go to this cove. Maybe wait out a couple days, see how long it takes the boat to fix itself up. And while we wait, we replenish our stores a bit. Maybe do some trading with these. What are they? Green? What color are they?
You can't just ask somebody what color they are.
Yeah, I can. That's an objective question.
Have you never seen an orc before?
No.
And he's also terribly racist. Sorry, Svelios.
What?
I got that.
No,
Yeah.
not.
Yes, you are.
No, we've all heard about the stories on how you treat
He just has an
the
interesting view
lizard
on the
folk
truth.
back on the island.
Yeah, but they're like lizards.
This is what we're talking about.
And Tyrant Guy's face.
Camera immediately jump cuts to Tyrant Kai, office style.
Well, Tyrant
Look at
Kai's,
camera.
well, no, Tyrant Kai's still off on one side, one corner of the deck, kind of holding a position, trying not to move because everything hurts right now.
And
But,
May is going
but
to
still
go.
manages to give the camera a dirty look.
Yep.
The gem look.
I'm going to
I just
give,
don't want them to touch my food. That's all. And I walk over to him and I give him 5 points lay on hands.
And I was actually going to give him a potion of healing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you have one. You can,
Gray.
You can decide to take
Yeah.
it if you'd
Oh,
like.
all right.
Great.
But I've given you a potion of healing.
Gray. Orcs are gray.
Aye.
They're all gray.
As far as I've known.
Like, what? Do they live in cities or like?
Well, the ones in the wildlands, the wildlands is not very conducive to permanent structures.
Right.
So they typically set up various trading, you could call them caravans. They're
So they're a bit nomadic.
a wee bit, yeah.
All right.
As
fancy way of
everyone's
saying
discussing, I'm prayer healing me.
Very good.
I guess the synonyms, right?
Well, while the conversation about race is going on, I approach Tyron Kai after he receives his healing.
Because a minute has now passed.
I offer him a hand to help him up off the deck.
Tyron Kai is still kind of crispy, jerky movements and very, very angry about all of this. This day brings battle. The Black One would be pleased. We drove our enemy away.
You fought well, brother. And you were the only one to jump on it with me. I think you've earned these scars.
I literally
not have
challenged
been
it.
wise.
I literally challenged it to a one-on-one fight.
Everyone heal 17.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, I'm back to full. Look at that.
Twixen, you hear in your sort of chest cavity,
Oh no!
and you, since you're the only person that can understand the language, oh, that was quite an experience.
Terrible person. I completely forgot he was in there.
I personally love that he's
I-
French.
Yeah.
I do not like this. Not one bit.
I take him out.
In
put him
Tyron
on my
Kai's mind,
shoulder.
he goes, "Oh, that's right, the emergency food ration."
It looks like there are many, many burn scars that have been healed from Seraph's healing. But yeah, it looks like it took some amount of
You
damage
gotta
during
insulate
that.
the
But
inside.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you're not insulated.
Yeah. Dimensional space. maybe
Go ahead,
someday?
May.
At this point,
Just
I'm
line it
gonna
with a
go
bag
down
of
and check on Ferris. Make sure he's okay.
Ferris was below deck, so he's fine.
Yeah, I go below deck to check on my projects.
So you find there is several inches of water that is being sort of pumped out
Okay.
from that room, or drained rather.
Yep.
It looks like most of your stuff was kept on the workbenches and up off of the floor.
Yep.
So everything seems to be okay. Some stuff was jostled and everything, but
Jostled is
nothing
fine.
was lost.
Knowledge reorganized.
Some stuff came into contact with the salt water and is wet, but not long enough exposure to rust anything or to cause rot or anything like that. Tyron Kai, the bilge is completely full of water,
Well, I'm gonna have to go down and inspect.
and if I recall, you put stuff in a chest and secured that, right?
I put, I put the copper and silver pieces into it because gold doesn't tarnish in salt water.
Right.
So I go down there and my gold is scattered all over the
There is stuff
bilge.
everywhere. It's full of water, so everything is just floating.
My chest
bilge.
and my cask are floating up against the ceiling, and I am livid.
Which, granted, remember, it's the space itself is like 3.5 feet
Yeah.
tall.
Even so, it's all messed up. He had it all nice and set.
Very much so.
You had it the way you wanted it.
His
and now it's
his long like tapestry of woven skin is floating weakly in the one corner.
woven skin.
Yes, it's very
His-
leather,
Oh, okay.
like
His-
hide.
Oh,
his
okay.
ball-
I was like, wait, what?
The bones and other items he got are scattered everywhere.
Yeah, this just got weird for you.
I was gonna say that reminds me of the campaign I did where somebody decided to line their walls of their basement room with human hides.
No words or other like, intelligible noises can be heard, but there's even all the water, there is loud thumping and scraping coming from the bilge as Tyron Kai is furiously trying to collect his items again.
Jean-Francois, the small awakened lizard that lives in Twixen's chest cavity, simply says to himself, since nobody else can understand him and Tyrant Kai can't hear him. Oh dear, it seems that the practitioner of nature is not quite happy with things down there. Oh no. So yes, but you manage to sort of list your way into the bay. You do find there's a number of other ships gathered in the bay. Lightly armed ships, flying a variety of colors. You do recognize one of the colors as the Phalite Trading Company.
Oh.
You also recognize there is another set of colors that's just the generic, or sort of Lilinosti colors. And you see there's also twill colors, standard colors. So it seems like, this could be an escort for a merchant vessel. And then, the twill ship is a little more armored, so it could be sort of a twill navy vessel.
Should we try to see if we can make contact with
Yeah, I'd like to
anybody?
hail them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Also, is our cargo okay?
Yeah,
Because
like the stuff
we had
that-
bolts of silk, right?
You did. I believe those were kept in Jacobin's.
Okay, and
Yeah.
that didn't get water.
No, that
Okay.
did not get watered.
Yeah.
I'm just like, if that one got wet,
all
that
all
could
the
be bad.
bounty stuff, I'm pretty sure I kept in my.
Yeah, it is. It is. The crew will not be very happy over
So-
the next couple of days as their
Sure.
quarters are drying
Something
out.
Sure.
I would have liked to do while we were sailing towards this cove. I'd like to go down with Sevelios and check on repairs, see what was damaged,
Yep.
and
Assess.
if anybody's particular quarter, is it all the quarters are soaked or just?
It's just the so
Front crew quarters.
so to give a
How many
semblance of
how many
map.
members of the crew's stuff is soaked?
Well, so you guys have your own sets of quarters.
Right.
The crew all live in a communal quarters
Okay.
up, and this is basically like on the top deck level
Okay.
of the ship. And so it's like a communal set of like bunks and hammocks. And that was basically where, when it ripped, when the dragon turtle ripped its maw away from the ship, it sort of ripped several big holes directly into that cabin. So it's more that like beds need to dry out.
So, what I offer is anybody who likes may sleep on the floor in my quarters until things dry out.
So, yeah, one of the things to keep in mind is that your guys' quarters.
Are not very big.
So, as you can see here, this is your quarters right here.
Oh,
You actually have a double bed.
okay.
Everyone else has a single bed.
As I say, in my room has
Not
me
everyone.
and Meloria.
Okay, I
You
just
have a bunk.
imagined. Sorry, I imagined
So
my
you have
quarters
like a bunk
bigger
bed.
Yeah.
for some reason.
And you have a chest and a desk.
Okay.
So you could fit like maybe 2 other people, and it would be very cramped.
Okay.
And they would be sleeping on the floor.
Can I use prestidigitation to help it dry out? It
But
doesn't.
you absolutely can.
It doesn't specifically say that I dry stuff, but it says that I can clean stuff.
Yep.
Okay. I'll try to speed up the process. It looks like I can only do a square foot at a time, but
Yep.
Well, the
Iron
hammocks
Tide, do you
could be.
have create
Yeah.
and
Square
destroy
foot.
water prepared?
We could just.
yeah.
Yes. I also have shape water, so I could literally be walking a 5-foot
cubic
cube of
foot,
water
so yeah.
overboard.
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
just.
I would say you could use both of those to help sort of.
You can take
bail.
care of this today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you upcast destroy water, you can literally move giant sections of water and just not even move it. Just it goes nowhere. It evaporates.
It's actually not that much that I can destroy. It's only 10 gallons per spell level.
Yeah, but I mean that's significant though.
Imagine if you spilled 10 gallons on this carpet.
Woof.
Like,
Yeah.
That would cover this whole carpet.
Yeah, like you could do that
And some.
and dry out the crew quarters.
All right, Tyrant Kai really hasn't done anything to contribute to the crew so far. So after much cursing and collecting of his objects in the bilge, he will go up and assist with getting the
Then
water
when I
off the
see
lower decks.
Tarankai, and I would know the bilge is full of water. I offer Tarankai if he needs a place to sleep, he may sleep in my quarters with me. Like not in the same bed or anything, but like on the floor.
He looks at you very strangely and says, "Why? It's like, why would I not want to sleep down there?"
It's full of water. Is that like?
Yes.
I'm just offering.
Yes, it is.
You really don't
Full of
pay
water.
attention, do you?
To Tiger Guy, this is a feature, not a bug.
True.
All right, just
As you have noticed that Tiger Guy seems to, you don't know if it's some magic that he picked up or something, but he seems to not need any aid in breathing
I
underwater.
just assume he's a lizard person who can breathe underwater.
Sure.
In this case, assuming it was the right thing to do.
So various activities occur on the way, and it takes you a couple hours to sort of list your way into this cove. We'll say like the better part of a day. So we'll say various repair and bilging activities happen. Yes, you make it into the cove and you see these three ships.
If possible, I'd like to request a meeting between all captains of these ships and myself.
Sure. So the Twill captain is Captain Robert Harrington of the Twill Navy.
Sounds very twill.
So we're pulled into the cove now. We're
Yep.
Yes, you
we've
guys are in
weighed
the cove.
anchor.
Captain, what was it again?
Robert Harrington.
Note taker. Take notes. Robert Harrington. That's a good name. Strong name.
So he's got one hell of a mustache.
Yeah.
His mustache has a
There
mustache.
was one from the
His
Phalite
mustache has a
Trading
name.
Company.
Sorry, what's
mustache
that? There
goes
are
on just
multiple
over here. He's got
questions
another little mustache.
That's why his last name is Harrington.
So there were multiple. There's one
There are
from
three
12.
ships.
Yeah, one from the
There's-
Phalite Trading Company.
Yes.
The
And
other
there's
two were
one
escorts.
is a Lilinosti ship. So, the captain of the Lilinosti vessel is Captain Liliana Saltaire. And she is a Lilinosti high elf.
I'm gonna mess this up.
So Saltaire is basically like solitaire without the first eye.
Yeah.
So,
Yep. That's exactly how I'd written it.
and then the captain of the Phalite Trading Company vessel is Merchant Captain Trevos,
Trevos.
Trevos.
Yep.
Thorian.
TH.
Orian.
Okay.
And actually, how's the weather today?
Weather's good today.
Okay, I'll invite them to dinner on the deck,
Okay.
and that's where we'll have the meeting if they accept.
They do. At first, they take guarded positions as you kind of patrol in, as you're not flying any colors, as you have no mast to fly colors from.
And I send Sevelios out to go
Yeah.
do the invites.
Okay. When they see Sevelios and he introduces himself, they take note and they say, "Oh, okay, yeah, sure, these jokers. All right, fine." Sure. It would seem that as a privateer, Sevelios had built up some amount of a reputation for himself. You might have guessed, based on his story several nights before, on how, for the longest time, they did not have a ship and proceeded to do their privateering, quote unquote,
From a cart.
From a cart,
Right.
roaming around the Dremen provinces. But they do accept, and gladly ask what news of travels and everything. They say that they're actually both on an exploratory mission as well as a mercantile mission.
Two quick detail questions.
Yes.
Number one, has this been hours or days?
Hours.
Okay. number 2, the damage to the ship is still quite evident, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just it's been enough time.
Point
that
of reference.
If anyone wanted to take a short rest, you can.
Yeah.
So you can spend hit dice. You can regain your short rest-based abilities. There is enough time.
I'm regaining 1d6 every 10 minutes, so I'm full.
Yep.
In your ring.
Yeah.
Do you want me here for this?
Huh?
Do you want me here for this?
I really just want this to be a captain's meeting.
Okay.
I'm asking in character.
Yeah. Oh.
So
I think
Svelio's
it's just going to be me on this one.
You should have someone to watch your back.
I'm going to have Sevelios with me.
Good.
I do believe he said it would be a captain's meeting.
This isn't anything.
He wiggles his
I'm not
eyebrows.
I'm not trying to diss
You're
you
not a
guys or
captain.
anything.
Oh, I'm always a captain.
But he's not.
Whatever.
I don't-
Just
oh,
let him
but
have his
I don't-
little fantasy. It's fine.
Okay.
All right. So,
He's a captain, just not on
yeah,
this ship.
he's a captain, just not here. No diss to any of you. I mean, if I wanted people to have my back, it would certainly be, if I expected a literal fight.
Well,
I'd have-
while you're busy, we can go make contact with the orc tribes. I'll take Jemmora.
Well, I wanted to get some information off these people first
Okay.
before we do anything.
Is
like
this
that.
a town-ish bay area?
No,
No.
it's just a couple ships in a bay.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not like a developed.
No, there is
Town
no
or
developed
anything, or
town
village.
ship.
Okay.
This is the aquatic
It's just a
equivalent of
cove
pulling
and
over
there's
to the
some
side of
ships
the
are-
road.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then can I start hunting? Am I clear to hunt for?
Yeah, bring someone with you.
Tyron Kai loves the sound of this immediately.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you mentioned I'll bring Jemmora to go make contact with the orc tribes, Svelio shot you look. No. I would not call him the most
Diplomatic?
diplomatic of the bunch.
Okay, then Kramer.
We don't bring Jemmora along for his people skills.
Well, surely Kramer is charismatic.
Yeah, Kramer's likable enough.
Yeah. You, me, and Kramer.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Okay. So you go off into the jungle.
There's a bard sitting right here. No one cares.
Correct. So, as you,
just gonna
as
put
you pull into
that.
it, you guys are going to be here for some time.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have some opportunity to
And
work
Krixin,
on your
I
projects.
mean, I would work on my
I've
projects
got a
for sure.
bit
if
of
no
a
one says
request
anything.
for you.
Okay.
Maybe we have a little bit of music while we eat dinner.
It would be my pleasure. No.
Yes.
Not on a Gujin.
Yeah, no.
It's just very.
The question is,
Definitely-
do you play major keys or minor keys as
Definitely-
usual?
Definitely minor keys. All about the minor keys.
And
You get dirges
just,
for dinner.
just pay attention to them while you're here.
It's
All right.
actually Twix and
Just keep
an
Twix
eye
out.
album.
While you're playing.
Dirges for
All
dinner.
right?
Dirges for dinner.
Okay.
All right. So, we'll say there is some preparation.
Yeah.
You also inform Meloria of the invitation for dinner, as she will need to prepare and everything. You did, when you went down and looked in the hole with Sevelios, you did find you lost some of your food stores
Okay.
during the attack. They got wet
Okay.
and spoiled.
Okay.
Mostly a lot of your bread, like even if it's
Yeah.
hardtack.
Yep.
Like you soak hardtack in salt water
Yeah,
for
of
you know,
course.
10 minutes or so.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's not.
It's flour again.
It's then soft tack.
It's like Play-Doh. It's not
Tastes like it too.
It's mush tag.
mush tack, yeah.
What do we have for our finer stores for this?
We have super hard tack.
You do have. There is some fruit.
I was gonna say we have
that
oranges.
That was fruit with like rinds and skins, so that way it stays fresh for a little bit longer. That were in sort of watertight barrels.
We had more, but
that you can have
somebody
without.
threw a bag of dried meat to the monster.
And we got it back.
We got it back.
Yeah, we got
it
that back.
back.
He spat it,
Oh,
he spat
okay.
it back out.
It's kind of a little slobbery, but
Turtle
It
backwash.
was in a leather sack.
Marinated.
It's fine.
Marinated.
Yeah. The food itself is
Basted.
fine.
And there are some better cuts of meat.
I mean,
that have
I'm
been
not
cured and everything.
expecting a 5-star restaurant here, just as far as what we've got.
It would be the equivalent of
Maybe like some finger sandwiches.
like some
Cucumber.
rolls, and maybe something to the equivalent of like
A little bit of fruit,
and
maybe
maybe
some
some
meat.
sticks.
and prosciutto, so like higher quality cured meat
Sure.
that is saved for special occasions.
Yeah, yeah.
Kind of thing.
Endless soup, salad, and breadsticks.
Yes.
Hammer's falling.
I mean, she could. She does say she could make a stew.
Sure. Let's have a.
It'd
we
go
have a
well
soup.
with the bread.
She could make like a potato soup.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever you feel. I'll leave it to your judgment.
And yeah, she goes and starts boiling
Now you got a
potatoes and stuff like
stew.
that for soup and whatnot.
You got a stew.
So you and Sevelios are coordinating and planning and everything and that stuff. So we'll cut to hunting party. And Twixen, you are working on your.
I'm doing my
your
projects up
and
until
stuff.
the dinner actually starts.
Yep. Does anyone else want to do anything before we cut to hunting party? Okay. Does anyone want to go with hunting party? You weren't invited, but I'm sure Kramer
with us.
certainly won't say no.
I'm kind of peeved that I didn't get to hurt something, so I kind of wanna.
Did you
Okay.
not land a single hit in that fight?
I did,
She
but
did.
not
She
enough.
absolutely did.
Okay.
But I'm
She
really,
definitely
I'm,
got Gorm.
Also,
I'm actually really peeved about the fact that it didn't go the way I wanted it to.
Also,
Nope.
Matt, you can certainly point out to Gorm that you have a particular special set of skills that are great for stalking and
Yeah.
taking out things
I
with a plum.
With a plum.
I have
Skill
a
to
very
plum.
particular skill
So we
set.
have
a
orange
particular set of
and then a
skills that
plum,
you
and
have
then
not
we're, okay,
gotten
we're
to
doing pretty good.
use.
Yes.
Once in the 2 years
I don't care
that
if
you've
anyone
the-
laughed. That joke
again,
was
I
just
playing
am
for
this
me.
game before the show.
Again, I am a bad rogue.
I appreciated it. It's
When
fine.
you go to get on the boat, Gorm takes you by the top of your head and stoops down to put your eyes on level with his. Don't
sorry.
fuck up again.
I'm sorry.
And then shoves you into the boat.
So while this is going on, Sarah, what would you like to
I
do?
just like sit in the corner of the boat, and I'm just like. Actually, I take out one of my animals.
I am going to spend some time reviewing our location
Okay.
and trying to remember if I recognize the Twill captain's name.
I'm gonna say you don't recognize the name. Captain's not a very high rank.
Yeah.
in the Navy. Like you were in charge of a ship.
Yeah.
There are a lot of ships in the Navy.
True.
So
In the Navy.
yeah, you don't necessarily recognize that name. Off the
Okay.
top. Yeah. Certainly not anything involved with intelligence.
Okay.
So, but yeah, so we'll say that you review charts and stuff like that to figure out sort of where you are.
That's why you're a navigator.
So hunting party. We'll say, given that there are, that it's Gorm and Kramer and 2 other people, that you take the regular boats, since you can't fit in the away vessel.
Well, I could have swam, but
Swim, walk on water.
I would make a ruling to say that Gorm and Kramer cannot both fit in the away vessel,
Yeah, I think
That's
that
fair
would
enough.
be fair.
That's fair.
as it's a Goliath and a Minotaur,
Yeah,
A
no.
Goliath and a Minotaur get into an away vessel.
and the away vessel.
what happened next will shock you.
The away
Click here to
vessel
find out.
in its entirety is like a 15-foot diameter.
Doctors hate him.
So yeah, that's
love those.
it's quite a bit of space for those 2. So we'll say that you take the regular boats,
Right.
and you all 4 of you can easily fit in one of just the regular rowboats.
Now, I am also a tribe member, so I get double foraging
Oh,
for my background.
okay, cool. All right, so it's like Outlander.
Yeah.
Okay, very good, very good. So, yeah, so you go into the jungle,
As the French call it.
and
The Chalnooks.
I will need a survival check from whoever is going to be in charge of this hunting party.
Well, I mean, it was my idea, and I'm trained in it.
By the way.
Do people want to assist me?
I'm not there.
Can I assist him in that?
Anybody can assist him.
Yeah.
However, May, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you roll for stealth.
Okay.
So, so we'll say, Tarkat, you can either, if you
Yeah.
wish, you can aid either May in stealthing,
Well, I'm proficient in both, so.
or you can aid Gorm in sort of tracking and.
Well,
seeking
Kramer
out
can
prey.
help.
Unless you have something else that you can think of that would help this venture. Kramer will be the wild card who just helps, you know.
No, I'm gonna help Gorm.
Wild card.
Okay.
Stop screaming wild card.
Yeah.
Kramer cannot help you stealth very well.
Can't see me
He attempts
anyway.
to
I got a
tiptoe through the
28.
He's
on
not
his
trained
nose.
in it, and he's not very good at it.
Got a 28.
Okay.
She doesn't need his help.
She doesn't need it. What he's going to do
I have a plus 10 on my
is
stealth.
he is going to keep a lookout.
Good work, Kramer.
Okay. And yeah, he's
23.
Yes. And I just had my hood up
So
on
23?
my whisper
23.
cloak.
I did not see that coming.
So yes, you find double. What is your wisdom modifier? 1.
Un.
Okay. So you get 10 pounds worth of fruit, and you find like looks similar to like root vegetables and stuff
carrots,
that you've seen
potatoes.
before, like on the island in the jungle there. So you managed to find those. So you find 10 pounds worth of that stuff.
Nice.
You also managed to find a couple of springs that seem to have clean, fresh water.
Baller.
A little unusual this close to the ocean, but you know, you taste it, tastes clean, and you know, you don't like retch from it sometime later. And so you find
You don't hallucinate?
so you find a gallon. You're able to like scoop up a gallon of that water before it looks like you would take too much and run it out. So,
Okay.
so yeah. Kramer keeps a lookout, and he does find there are some wild boar.
The hunt is on.
May, you, because you're taking point and everything, you are able to sneak up on said boar.
Jake been allowed to eat this.
I don't see why not.
I mean, considering what he did
He's not
to
a fan of his patron deity.
As I say, considering what he did to the last boar that he saw,
Fuck you, Nord.
which was like mess it up entirely, yeah. All right.
I mean, we just went over the fact that Jacobin's like having prosciutto and fruit for dinner.
Stupid swine god.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna
Take that, deity swine.
So you're
Yeah.
hidden.
yes.
So
I'm gonna pull out my rapier.
you get to. You gonna pull out your rapier?
So you're gonna rapier it?
That's how you hunt, right?
That's
Yeah.
how you
She's gonna walk up and
wild
poke
Do you
the
have
boar.
some type
No,
of ranged
no, I'm
weapon?
gonna
Come up
dagger
and
it.
It would
stab
just
it in
seem
the
a little-
back.
I'm gonna dagger. Like,
Okay.
just,
She's
although
gonna
I don't
flip
have
the
It
peg.
seems.
three
It
yet.
still seems unusual to me that you just wouldn't use the sun sword. Okay, it's your choice.
Yeah.
If we
I
want-
wanna have some fun.
Pre-cooked pork.
I need to stab something.
You can stab
With
it
your
the sun
sword.
Yeah, the laser sword.
Okay.
Laser sword isn't as sneaky though. It's bright.
It's-
It's a lightsaber.
No, it doesn't turn on until you turn it on.
Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't until I. Okay. Then yeah.
So you could go foomf.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You can still make sneak attacks.
That's
with
how I
your-
would fight every
and
time.
Right,
you-
because it
It is
counts as-
specifically allowed to make sneak attacks with.
Yes. Then yes, I will go with the sunblade.
Yeah, you can activate it. You know,
It's
for
like-
the purposes of this, you can activate it just at the last second.
Like,
Okay.
you remember how Qui-Gon dies
Yeah, that.
in Phantom Menace?
That's yeah.
Except a boar.
Yeah.
Except a boar. Yes.
Except not Liam Neeson.
Nice.
You are hidden, so you get advantage.
Thank you,
Much
John.
better. 25.
Yes, it's a wild boar, and you don't have to roll damage because you are technically assassinating it
Yes.
because you are attacking from being hidden. So
Yes.
it would count as a crit. If you really want to roll the damage, you can, but for the
I kind of wanna just to see what it would be.
Is this like
Okay.
South Park where we just kill a bunch of boar?
And
level up?
yeah,
I hope so.
yeah. Because it automatically counts as a crit because you.
yeah.
Have you heard the spin
So 10.
remake of that?
11, No, 6,
Nobody
12,
played League?
18, 24, 34. 46.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
'Cause
Not
when I
only
hit,
not
it
only do
hurt.
you kill that boar, you kill the other boars that are traveling with it as well.
You stab through the first one into the other two.
You eradicate the concept of boars from this.
It is
Plane of existence.
Assassin's Creed
Seraph, are you scared?
Boar.
killing boars.
Assassin's Creed
That's
boar.
impressive right there.
Yeah.
So, yes, and then
you,
and then once these boars are dispatched, you signal over, and between Kramer and Gorm, you guys are easily able to carry these boar back to the ship.
Gorm can deadlift a
I was about to
pound.
say you've killed 300 pounds of boar
2,000
meat, but you can only bring 100 pounds back to your wagon. I mean ship. Sorry.
That is-
No, Gorm
It
can
is certainly
carry
not
dead-
the case,
Considering Gorm
as
can
you would
deadlift
need like
2,000 pounds.
cars made of boar in order for Gorm to not be able to bring it back.
Yeah. We did the
And
math.
even then, if it's like
he can
Mini Coop
deadlift a
sized,
metric
He probably
ton.
wouldn't have been
Probably
able to
Not
move
only
that
that, we could
turtle.
knock down a tree,
No.
strap all the boars to it, and he could carry it like a gigantic kebab back to the boat.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna be good.
I mean, D&D physics.
No, there are several large armored animals that Gorm could just pick up and carry, if need be.
yes.
Okay.
Like a bear.
Yeah.
I mean, like a hippo.
Towards the end, he's not even going to use weapons. He's just going to have a bear on each.
Next time
be
I'll
a
come
bear.
in
More
with
than
fun.
2,000 pounds?
They gotta be.
It's gonna be more.
No, it's 2,000.
No, I can deadlift more than
They
2,000 pounds.
They
now.
thick.
Anyway,
Oh,
they
yeah.
are.
Yeah,
They are.
'cause I have giant build.
Oh, that's right.
So,
Thick with one
and-
or two C's.
and this takes a couple
Oh,
hours.
the
You know what I'm
sweets.
about. You make it back. You have all sorts of tasty meat and fruits and fresh fruits and veggies.
I feel better.
So yeah, so these guys, and it's we'll say like an hour before the dinner, and hunting party returns. They did not see any sign of any orc trading parties, but they come back with several large boar that they've killed, along with this is like a barrel full of fruit and vegetables, and about a gallon of fresh water.
Just like a couple packs of like top ramen.
This is good.
That's urban survival. so with that, it gets set up in the kitchen. Mallory will figure out some way to smoke it and cure it after butchering. So, but the captains then come onto the ship.
I'm just waiting there with Stelios on my side, hands behind my back. My tri-corner hat.
Yep.
My long
that's
coat
always-
flapping.
Yep.
Yep.
And the wind,
So you
and the
activate your
no
coat.
wind.
You activate your coat.
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah. There is wind, but you can activate your coat to make it flap more dramatic.
Oh yeah, way more
Flat-
dramatic.
flappy.
than would be normal.
Yep.
So let's see.
His
Let's find some-
superhero cape.
Let's find some ambiance from
Flap
Twixen for this party.
Do you have Gucci music down there?
No, I do not have Gujin music available for this. Where is the tavern? Here we go. Friendly
If
tavern.
anyone has any suggestions for great Gucci music, send them to us.
Sorry.
I mean, I have pretty good.
Can you play this?
I mean, yeah.
So as they come up onto the ship,
Yes.
I take off my hat and bow. Captains, welcome to the Hammer's Folly. I'm Captain Jacobin Stainthorpe, and I welcome you. Please come sit and eat.
Wait, Jacobin has a last name?
Yeah, well,
He does.
It starts with stain.
It does.
that's not surprising.
Wow.
What he talked about is
And Sevelios follows in similar fashion. Acting Quartermaster Sevelios Oakbreeze, but we've all previously met. Charmed to meet once again. Please, follow the captain and I this way.
And I go, and there's one, the elf is a female.
Liliana, yes.
Oh boy.
So I pull a chair out for her.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, of course.
Quickly,
Everybody sit down, and I take a seat myself.
I want to be watching this.
Sure.
Yeah. We're just like crowded behind
I mean,
one of the
so
doors.
this is happening to give an idea of
You're
where
on like
this
the
is happening.
stairway leading up from below deck. And you're just
Oh
like,
no, I'm on the deck.
So to show you,
You.
I would have made announcements that this is just for me and Sevelios up here,
Yeah.
and you have to roll for that.
Yeah,
so-
watch me.
Oh, so you can actually have it in the conference room. That's right next to your.
Is it perfect?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
Because otherwise you'd have to have it in like the common area.
I would have had it right on deck if the weather was nice enough. On top deck.
The room's a little limited.
Okay.
As there's most of the deck is taken up by the rowboats.
Okay, that's fine.
And everything.
I would have done if Sevelios said I should do it there. I would have.
Yeah.
done it
Yeah, it's the
there.
best place if he wants to.
Yeah,
play.
yeah, yep.
And we'll say that there's like a couple like charts and maps that are laid out for some decoration. The Twill captain, Captain Robert Harrington, to describe each of these captains. It's about 5'8". Very athletic build. As you can see, he must be a very, very active seafaring life.
Human?
Human. Yep. He looks like mid-40s. Sort of brown skin that has been wrinkled with exposure to sun, salt, and wind. Looks to have sort of wisdom beyond his years in his eyes. Wearing an official sort of Twill Navy uniform. You do remember them from your youth. Looks like not much has changed. And he sits with a very formal stature. So it looks like he's, unlike town councilman Trelane, does not seem to have lost any of his edge in keeping up the rigors of military life. Captain Liliana has sort of pale lavender hair and sort of gold eyes. The skin is like a slightly golden color, and she's wearing what would make for you assume to be standard Lilinosti sort of naval attire, which is a long coat, but it is dyed green, like a dark green with sort of pale blue stripes, horizontal stripes going down the sides. And on the back is sort of the insignia of the Lilinosti kingdom, sort of the great tree with winding branches coming up to a crown. She sits with a much more relaxed posture. Difficult to tell her age, being a high elf in particular. So, not really sure. Difficult to get a handle on because she could be hundreds of years or not. Merchant Captain Trevos Thorin is another high elf.
Another high elf?
Yep. He has, it's pale skin that almost seems a little silvery, and he has deep, deep blue eyes. His hair is white, and he wears just sort of a long coat and a vest that match the colors of the Phalite Trading Company. There is a sort of badge sewn onto the vest, reminiscent of their insignia. They all also wear sort of tricorn hats. The Twill Navy, has a thin gold stripe along the brim, but is otherwise like a dark brown leather. The Little Nasty one is again green with sort of a pale blue trim, and the Phalite Trading Company one is sort of a luxurious blue, sort of not unlike the lighting that we have on the curtains right now, with a silver trim to it, which matches the colors of the flag that you were given. And Meloria brings the food out. She is noticeably uncomfortable on seeing sort of the two high-elven captains. And so her normally outgoing demeanor is unusually reserved, and she simply brings the food out and politely says, here's your food. Please let me know if there's anything else that you need. And then retreats sort of quickly and quietly back to the kitchen.
I go ahead and start. So please feel free to dig in. Sorry, this may not be much. I don't know what you're used to, but it's kind of what we got. And our cook Meloria does a very fine job with the food. So
Harrington speaks up. This is quite a very extravagant meal for seafaring life. Appreciate it.
of course, we haven't been sailing that long, but we've not run into many friendly ships so far.
Trevo speaks up. No.
A hush falls over the
You want
deck.
to share the Wi-Fi password? There we go. I don't know. Anyway.
Technology.
Technology indeed.
Anyway.
So, Trevor speaks up. Yes, where exactly did you come from?
Brando here.
Where did you sail out from? This is a very unusual vessel.
We started our trip in deep water, over in the Pillars.
I see. That is our final destination, in fact. We are
That's where you're headed.
bringing a shipment to our local outpost there.
Excellent. Well, yeah, we just left. We're heading to Twill, as a matter of fact. You work for the Phalite Trading Company, correct?
I do.
We encountered a bit of a nefarious captain recently. Are you familiar with a Alphonse Lucretius?
At the mention of that name, all three of them seem to look up from their plates.
It was only
Seems very
a
intense.
few days ago as we were coming out of the strait. But we actually took up a bounty from your company, as a matter of fact, and we were lucky to run into him. So we happened to reclaim some items that belonged to
I see.
who you work for.
Do you have the bounty? May I see it?
Of course, and I tell Sibelius to go grab some of the stuff.
Okay. Yeah, he just
Not like all of it, but just bring in some stuff to prove.
Oh, so Sibelius actually, he goes and rummages through one of the cabinets and produces the paperwork.
Oh, the paper. They wanted the paperwork. Oh, I thought they wanted the stuff.
Just read and
Yeah,
he looks it over.
yeah, I show him the paperwork, of course.
I see. Some silks and gems. Very good. if you would like, we could certainly accept the bounty on behalf of our outpost.
Would you be able to pay out today?
Of course. We could
Well,
provide
if you're
payment.
willing and you have the room on your ship, of course we'd love to do this as soon as
We
possible.
do have room for. It's not a very big cargo that,
Right. Yeah.
that you would be adding to ours.
Yeah. We made it all accounted for, and shouldn't be seeing any problems from Alfonso Lucretius anytime soon. We can put it that way.
Harrington says, "Well, that's certainly good to hear. What of any of the other pirate lords?"
To be honest, I'm not really familiar with any other ones. He's the first I've heard of.
I see. He has been aggressive lately, from what our from the intel that we've been given suggests. So, well, if he is going to be less aggressive, then that benefits all of us.
Yeah. He'll be out of commission for a while, and I think he'll think twice before doing anything silly.
That's one way to put it.
Very good, very good. Very well. I will send some of my crew over to retrieve the goods
Absolutely.
and meet up, and then we will provide payment too.
Of course. Whenever you're free. And
Pleasure doing business with you.
yeah, of course.
Switch to a major key.
I don't have the capability of doing that.
I'm just saying.
But noted that you have switched from dirge music to happy music.
Not to pry too much, but what are you transporting to
No.
deep water?
We conducted the business.
Oh, you
I wanted
know.
the fun.
Mostly standard stocking supplies, tools, standard grade weaponry. We do have a couple casks of black powder and ammunition, a couple rifles and muskets, mostly for guards. And, we received a request for requisitioning of such items from the local militia. So
Yes. Yeah, they
we are all too happy to provide.
recently befell some trouble befell them. But again, shouldn't be an issue in the relatively near future. But it's good that they're willing to defend themselves and to build up their own strength, as we won't be there to help them for a bit.
See. What did you say that the name of your company was?
We don't have a particular company we work for that we have. We're just kind of a group of friends. Kind of
We have a ray.
bunch of do-gooders.
His feather's kind of like elbows you in the side, and like speaks to you. One moment. They're talking about the guild license that you showed us.
What?
So DMs know the guild license that Trelane gave you.
Oh,
when
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
exited.
The writ that says we can do what we want.
It says that we're the Backstreet Sharks.
Does it say that?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
It is official.
I thought we were just calling ourselves that.
It's
No.
an official Adventurers Guild charter.
This isn't
and
Agents of
license.
Mandar. This is.
Yeah, we are officially
That's
the
right, I gotta
Backstreet
get out of
Sharks.
that
And
mindset.
the name that
Nobody
was
knows
given
who we are.
was the Backstreet Sharks.
Yeah, that's it.
So that is the name
All
of
right.
your guild.
Ah, yes. Right, and I show the paper. We call ourselves the Backstreet Sharks.
There must be some sort of story there. It's not a very good name.
Yeah, it's a bit silly, but
Sure.
it's a bit silly, but we're a bunch of kind of silly people, so.
First of all, Backstreet's back.
All right.
All right.
Yes.
I look forward to all of these over the course of this game.
Yes.
But
But yes, I look at
it's
Harrington.
flavorful.
Councilman Trulane and the other council people
I see.
in Deepwater wrote up this guild charter for us.
Let's see.
As we were kind of acting as a militia for them, as they really didn't have anything at the time.
At this point, Liliana speaks up. So, what exactly can you tell us about the problems happening with the island then?
Recently,
Much, just Kraken.
there was a creature released from its prison below the island.
Below the island.
There are a set of ruins below ground on the island. And at the bottom, there was a creature called a Kraken imprisoned there. Myself and my friends fought it, but it was able to escape before we could finish it off. Before it left, it did do quite a bit of damage to the town and its docks, so they may still be doing a bit of rebuilding, but it was pretty grievously wounded and swam off before it could do too much. It's still out there, though. And also, you should be careful that we did not, but earlier today, fight a large turtle creature. Again, was able to escape, but grievously wounded. But just be aware.
Give me either a perception check or an insight check. Your choice will have different information depending on which check that you pick.
What were the two checks you said?
Perception or insight. Your favorites.
Insight.
Your favorites.
Yeah, I'm great at this. Actually, not too bad at insight. But not when you roll a 4. 6.
Okay. I mean, they seem to.
Now,
they react a bit surprised
real quick.
when they hear the name, when they hear you say the Kraken, and then they look a little. What's he talking about? Sure.
I did know that one of the reasons I wanted him playing music up here was to keep an eye on them.
Yep.
Okay. So Twixen, same thing. You can make either perception or insight if you wish. Because you're close enough that you're within earshot.
That was my
Perception or
kind of
insight.
hidden agenda in having him up here with me.
I'll also say you can have Sibelius also make.
That's up to you. You play Sibelius. Sibelius does what
Well,
Sibelius does.
This is
18 for insight.
18 for insight. This is me, the DM, giving you, the player, the opportunity.
I can roll for Sibelius?
No. You don't roll for him. You just tell me which skill to roll for, as he is your employee.
I mean, what do you think Sibelius would do? Would he be keeping an eye, like, would he be looking for tells from them as well?
It's
Obviously.
whatever you instruct him to be looking for.
Whatever you instructed him to look for.
I
at the
would have,
beginning.
even though I don't think they're really a threat to me, I would still want, that's why I wanted him up there. I probably would have had Sibelius ask him just to keep an eye and maybe afterwards pass on any information he thinks relevant to me that I wouldn't have picked up on. Being a new captain and not maybe being totally aware of different body language or gestures or hidden language within what they say or whatever that he
A
might be
Captain
aware of.
Steve can,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice.
Caps can.
Caps can.
Okay.
Yes.
Caps can't.
It's a lot like Comic Sans.
So Twixen, as you're playing, I'm gonna say, do you want him in the room?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're in the
right
room.
there. Yeah.
So you get the sense their general posture kind of shifts a little bit and their demeanor shifts. After hearing the tales of the Kraken and the giant sea turtle, they seem to take Jacobin a little less seriously.
Less seriously?
Less seriously.
Okay.
I think he's a bumbling idiot.
I think he's lying.
Most people do.
I think he's lying.
Well, it's a very, very interesting story. But we are coming with two fine escorts, so
Yeah, he should be fine.
we'll be fine.
Good.
No. Thank you. This is wonderful, wonderful conference room, ambiance, good food, and you bring us a bounty. That
Good food
accompanies-
is the best food.
No, no, no.
You bring us this bounty on this, the day of my daughter's wedding.
I do not have a daughter. I do not have a daughter. Not yet. Not yet.
Well, I just, you know, when you're out on sea, I figure you probably don't get a lot of this, and it's nice to see some different faces every now and again.
Indeed, indeed. It's nice to see, especially a crew of friendly faces. So, however, we do have some business to attend to, and we would certainly like to make good time.
Of course, I just, a couple questions before you
Of
go.
course, of course.
What do you know about the orc tribes in this area? Do you know anything?
Orcs? No, we don't really do business with the orc tribes.
No, I was just curious. I've not.
They don't really have anything that we don't already have, so there's not really much trading value for us in that.
Well, really, that was my only question.
Ah, I see. I see.
When you get to deep water, if you meet with the council, let them know that we're doing all right here, making our way to Twill. Oh, I actually did have a question for you, Captain Harrington.
Yes.
We're heading to Twill. I've not been in quite some time. How is it there?
Miserable.
The usual, right?
Right.
Just curious. I've
It's dark. It's cold.
And back to a minor key.
just
Rainy.
I don't know. Maybe it's a feeling or something that something's not right there.
Well,
It's kind of why I'm heading back.
I mean, something hasn't been right for quite some time. But
I wanted to go check it out. See if there's anything I could do to help. I didn't know if you could, if you knew, you could point me in the right direction.
well, I mean, with a ship like this, will certainly garner attention. So you might as well just head straight to naval headquarters in Rosington.
All right.
You recognize, the two of you recognize Rosington. That's the capital city.
Might have been where I sailed out from.
Probably,
Yeah.
most likely. And so yeah, it's the capital city. It's where naval headquarters is located.
Except I'm not here.
Right, you're not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Is there anybody I should, in particular, meet with?
That I'm not sure. I don't know. I've been out at sea for quite some time. So
Of course.
I don't know who's managing things in the city these days.
All right. Just curious. Hopefully, I can do some good while I'm there. That's all. Well, again, I hope you all enjoyed your meal and enjoyed the conversation and some different faces, But I'll let you get back to your ship. I'm sure you've got a bit of sailing left to do.
Yep.
As they're leaving,
Yes.
I'd like to ask Captain Harrington if I could speak to him for just a moment.
And he sort of looks to the other two captains, and they shrug their shoulders, and they think he's.
I'm sure the other
Very good.
elves are just like,
is this why I'm
child.
escorting them to
Yes.
their own boat?
Yeah.
I see her come up and like, what are you doing?
I just have one small question. That's all. I'm not.
I let you go and I'm just like clenching my fists at my side, behind my back, trying to keep composure.
Captain, I was wondering, how long has it been since you were in Twill last?
Well, my current assignment, I've been away for 2 or 3 years.
Because I've heard that there are some rumors spreading around about the Queen being alive still after being missing. Have you heard anything about that?
There are hundreds of stories about what has happened to the royal family.
Yeah. No stock in anything, though?
I wouldn't put any stock in that.
Okay.
No. And he sort of straightens up to attention and sort of clicks his heels. If you'll excuse me, I must get back to my ship.
Absolutely.
So, while this dinner happens, so you're preoccupied, and you're preoccupied.
Mm-hmm.
What are the rest of you doing?
Sitting outside the door listening.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
Maybe a stealth.
I'm outside the door.
I mean, the door was closed.
The door was closed.
So,
Okay. Didn't I send Sevelios out a couple times to do things for me?
No.
I mean,
yeah,
you did,
yeah,
and he just,
yeah,
he
but-
left and grabbed stuff or whatever. But like, there's other people like milling around on the upper deck and everything.
Okay.
But,
So you said perception?
yes.
But May sitting by the door didn't stand out to him.
I'm always being creepy.
No.
What are you talking
Mm.
about? 12.
Okay. You didn't hear much. It was difficult to hear without drawing attention to yourself. So, I mean, it was Trevos was difficult. He has a very sort of quiet
Yeah.
voice. Even Harrington's voice was a little muffled at times. The only two people that you actually really heard were Jake, Ben, and Sevelios. As they have very sort of
Loud
Ro-
booming.
robust.
larger personalities than the captains.
Obnoxious.
Particularly Sevelios.
Belligerent.
He's very bold, we'll say.
Aggressive. Cantankerous.
It's all good. These are all good.
Charming.
But yeah, I mean, whenever Sevelios, like
Top of the list.
when Sevelios leaves the room or whatever, he shuts the door, right, so that it closes behind him.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And then comes back. Just takes a look around and makes sure, and then opens the door back up, closes the door behind him. So I mean, if somebody's hanging around, it's not a huge deal to him because it's all the crew.
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
I mean, I'll have been sitting nearby in case anything went wrong.
Okay. Yeah, especially. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of folks just like sitting on the top deck,
Just waiting.
just waiting.
I should use more specific orders.
Whatever. But I mean, when you lead the captains out, they don't look
Yeah, yeah.
perplexed or anything.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
people
yeah. I know.
on the top deck. So. Okay, so you just have been lounging around, waiting for action.
Yep.
Okay. Tyre and Kai,
Yes.
what are you doing during this whole dinner? Okay.
Down in the bilge, collecting his items, heaping his sodden leather in a pile, and then he cracks open the cask of the nasty black liquid and begins using it to scrub the area around his treasure pile clean.
Okay.
Clean.
What's that?
Clean.
No,
No,
clean,
clean.
clean.
Oh.
Mr. Clean.
Oh.
Squeaky clean.
Pine salt clean.
Seraph.
I am going to actively avoid the captain's party and spend most of my time during the period in my quarters.
Okay. Okay.
In your quarters, huh? Will you be in your bunk?
Really, really,
Did you just?
You don't know because it's like triple locked.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. So. So with that, the dinner commences. They thank you for your time. Captain Thorian sends some of his crew over
We have it
to collect
ready.
the stuff. You guys do that. Payment is exchanged. So they haul it in on a chest. And
Heyday!
Booyah. So what is that?
What do they pay me with?
10,000
they
gold?
pay you in platinum bars.
Bars.
Yes. So
Electrum coin.
Oh my
No.
God, no.
God, no.
never Electrum coins. Those are not a thing.
I'm
you should-
aware.
1.7
You should mention
That's why-
Electrum
That's
around
why
Andy
I said it.
sometime.
Yes.
Yeah.
He will go on for
Platinum
hours about how
bars.
stupid
Yes.
Electrum is.
So trade bars that are platinum, as they are bringing stuff over for high value transactions and financing. So they're carrying wealth with them.
Yeah.
So I believe the reward was 5,000.
Total of 10,000.
Yeah,
Total of
5,000 each.
Yeah. So they are 1 pound bars. So it's the equivalent of 50 platinum per bar.
I'm just gonna put 10,000
So
platinum
it's
in
10,000.
bars.
So it's 10,000 gold divided by 10. So it's, well, we'll say that they're 5 pound bars.
There's a
Otherwise-
lot.
Otherwise, they'd be bringing you 100 bars of platinum. But it's more likely that they're bringing 5 pound bars. So they bring a chest full of 25 pound bars of platinum.
20 times 5 LB.
Ridiculous.
Mad cash.
I think that works out to the
Equals
right math. But basically, you
10K
get 10,000 gold worth
GP.
of
Yeah, I just wrote
5
10,000
pound
gold
platinum
worth.
trade bars.
Yeah. I need to keep track of, because I'm keeping track of the wealth, I need to know
Sure.
physically what it is.
Yep.
And the crew pay will be just a bar each.
No,
No way.
nope, they still
Never.
get their regular monthly pay,
Yep.
They do.
but we can pay them pretty much for eternity now.
Yep.
That's
So-
freaking awesome. And that's all within like the first week of our voyage.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
things don't
I know.
don't get too comfortable.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry. I'm not,
Um,
but
So, Kramer comes up, lets you know the repairs have been going, but we'll need about 3 days to fully repair. If you want to continue moving, we can, but
No, this is fine. We can anchor here for a few days, and maybe you just can go inland, maybe meet some of these orcs.
everyone
curious,
gets shore leave.
Sean,
curious to see what these
on
orcs
the
are about.
map, which cove are we at?
so you're in, as you rounded the horn.
Yep, we rounded the horn. Are we in this first big cove?
No, you made it to this cove here.
Okay.
That's sort of around this like hook-shaped peninsula.
Okay.
So,
How long have we been sailing?
you have been sailing.
Just trying to get a feel for distance we're covering
Hold
in
my mic
days.
out. So
27 months.
hopefully I don't mess everything up with my mic. But so you have been sailing.
Sailing.
Over the bounding main.
2 weeks.
That's it.
I'm pretty good at
Well, we're
this.
Well, it's about-
hauling butt.
It's like 12 days.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Well, that just seems like
I
a lot
believe
of
what you're
distance
trying
covered
to
in a short
say
amount of time to me.
Is thank you.
But no, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 weeks. I mean, 2 weeks will put you halfway on your journey.
Okay.
So, yeah.
We were told that it would take about a month.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a good thing we have a good pilot navigator combination.
Yeah.
And so with that, that's where we'll end things for this episode.
Beautiful.
So, thank you for joining us,
Bye, Internet.
dear listeners. I apologize if nobody can actually hear me, but
I'm sure you're fine.
sure. We will be back in 2 weeks for our live stream. And you can continue to watch our videos and listen to the podcast on a weekly basis. So those will continue. And if you want to learn more about this, you can head on to Jemmora.com to learn more about the campaign setting. And if you'd like to learn more about 8-Bit Adventures and all of the different shows that 8-Bit Adventures does, including this one, head on over to 8bitadventures.com, 8-bitadventures.com.